SUVs are big business in this country right now, so much so that Mazda decided to take the Japan-only CX-8 and drop it into the Australian market. Now, it sits neatly, or not so neatly maybe, between the CX-5 and the CX-9. In fact, it's the same width as the CX-5 and it sits on the same wheelbase as the CX-9. But this thing is diesel only. And in this review, we're going to tell you what it's like to drive, what the interior is like, and how big the boot is. The CX-8 can only be had with a diesel engine, and there are only two grades to choose from: the entry-level Sport, which we're testing here, and the top spec Asaki. The Sport is available in either front-wheel drive from $42,490 plus on-road costs, or all-wheel drive from $46,490 plus on-road costs. Under the bonnet is a 2.2 litre Skyactiv D turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine that makes 140 kilowatts at 4,500 RPM and 450 Newton meters of torque at 2,000 RPM. This is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Go for a drive in the CX-8 and the first thing you'll notice is the engine. Actually, you probably won't notice it because it's so quiet. In fact, the whole car is really quiet. It's so quiet, I can just about whisper and be heard by those in the third row. Now, whether you're driving on your own or every single seat in the CX-8 is occupied, this diesel engine is effortless. And the 6-speed automatic transmission really does get the very best out of it. In fact, the thing is so good that you're kind of left wondering why we even need 8, 9 and 10-speed automatic transmissions. Mazda does spend a lot of time talking about its zoom philosophy, that every single one of its cars should have the soul of a sports car. But buyers of the CX-8 are looking for comfort. Fortunately, the car delivers that in spades. It soaks up the bumps really well and there's good body control through corners. My one gripe with it though is the steering. I think it's just a little too spongy. So the dashboard design of the CX-8 mimics other Mazda SUVs. Quality of the materials is excellent and the fit and finish is first rate. So you get cloth seats in the entry-level CX-8 Active. They're manual adjustment only too, but there's plenty of adjustability, so drivers of all sizes are going to be able to get comfortable behind the wheel. So what about storage? Well, you get all the usual suspects. You've got cup holders here in the middle, you've got door bins with dedicated bottle holders, you've got a little stash box here at the base of the dashboard, you've got split center console, you've got glove box over there, and of course the ubiquitous sunglasses holder. So here in the back of the CX-8, I've got loads of legroom. I'm 6 feet tall, I've set up this front seat to suit myself, and as you can see, I've got acres of space between my knees and the back of the front seat. I've got good headroom too. Part of the trick here is that the CX-8 actually shares the same wheelbase as the slightly bigger CX-9. These seats are also pretty adjustable. I can slide them forwards and backwards, and I can even recline the backrest. Getting into the back is a trick, and getting my big feet in is even trickier. I actually can just fit them under the second row seats. Now, this is a 5+2. It's not a 7-seater, so you need to bear that in mind. These rear seats are really just for occasional use or for younger children. Although, now that I'm back here, the shape of the seat is pretty good, so they're actually a comfortable seat. I've got a little bit of headroom. I've got absolutely no leg room, although these seats could be pushed forward a little bit, but there's very little foot room here. You do have cup holders in the back, and you can actually fit a child seat. There are top tether anchors on the backs of these seats. So here in the back with the third row seats in use, you've got over 200 litres of storage space. Now below this floor, you've also got storage as well. Nice little tray in here, and then there's also these little side bins here. Take the lids off them, and they're quite deep. That back. Now, if I drop the third row seats, which is as easy as pulling the tag and pushing the seat, the boot space grows to over 700 litres. If you fold down the second row seats, and it's almost a flat floor all the way through, you get almost 1900 litres of storage space. Now, below this floor and below that storage bin that I've just mentioned is the spare wheel. Some people might cruelly suggest that the CX-8 doesn't make a lot of sense just because it's so close in size to the CX-9. But you can't get a diesel engine in the CX-9, so for many people that's going to be reason enough for it to be here. Now, if you're shopping for models, we reckon that this entry-level active in front-wheel drive is probably the pick of the range. It's good to drive, it's comfortable, and it gets all the creature comforts you could possibly need.